Welcome to WWE2K25 Golden Era, episode 24. And here we go. I know what I'm going to do today here. I'm going to go back to WrestleMania 3. And at WrestleMania 3, I think it was the second match at WrestleMania 3, if I remember correctly. And it was Billy Jack Haynes against Hercules. Yeah, they had a feud, and it ended in a double count. I'm trying to remember if the feud even continued after that, but I gotta get to age here. Hercules. Wait, which one is that? I gotta make sure I don't have make sure I get the right Hercules because I have a Power and Glory Hercules. That's not it. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one I want. All right, let's do that. Put it on slow so this match goes a little bit longer. Okay, so this is it was the second match of WrestleMania 3. I think it was the second match. But yeah, they both had the full Nelsons. It was kind of the battle of the full Nelsons. So I just remember this match. WrestleMania 3. It was a good match. It ended in a draw, but I think it was a double count out. But I found a good Hercules and a good Billy Jack here. So actually, I have two Hercules. I have one for Power and Glory and one for regular singles wrestler Hercules. But these two had a feud leading up to WrestleMania 3 and culminated in a double count out match. And I can't remember if it continued after that, but it was not a big deal. But it's a match I remember from the Golden Era. It's probably the biggest match of Billy Jack Haynes' career because he was on a WrestleMania. I think it might have been his only WrestleMania match. I think. And Hercules went on next year to WrestleMania 4. He was Ultimate Warrior's first WrestleMania opponent. He got in a feud with the Ultimate Warrior the next year and fought Warrior at WrestleMania 4, and that actually wasn't even part of the tournament. WrestleMania 4 had, I think it still has the record for the most matches at a WrestleMania because they had the big tournament and then they had a whole bunch of other matches for other feuds going on, and they had, I don't know how many matches they had, but they had, I don't know, 15 to 17 matches in that card, and then they had a battle royal too. The WrestleMania 4 was loaded. But then we got Hercules. Yeah, he feuded with Warrior. He feuded with Billy Jack Haynes, and I'm trying to remember who else. What else he did? Then he had the Power and Glory thing. I think he fought his Power and Glory at WrestleMania 7 in '91. But this was earlier on when he was just a singles wrestler. And yeah, they both these guys used their finisher was the full Nelson. So they were, it was like the full Nelson versus full Nelson. Who had a better full Nelson? I think that was part of the deal. And it was two power guys. It was power versus power. But yeah, Billy J. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't in the. The WrestleMania 3 match was the peak of his WWF run. He didn't do much else. And I'm pretty sure that he was only at WrestleMania. His only singles match. I'm trying to remember. Was he at WrestleMania 4 in the Battle Royal? Maybe I can't remember. But he was yeah, he didn't have. He was just kind of a mid card to low card guy. He never became heavyweight champion of the WWF or anything when he was there. But he was enough to be memorable. And yeah, Hercules had a bigger run in WWF than Billy Jack did. But yeah, the two guys they used the full Nelson was a good power move to use to submit at that time. Ken Patera used to use it too, another power guy. All right, Hercules, tell him to get up. And Billy Jack reversing now. And yeah, these creations are pretty good. He had Billy Jack had the Oregon on the back of his tights. They did a good job with this. And Hercules, he would wear he had these blue tights. I think he had black tights as well. Then of course he had when he was the tag team with Paul Roma, though he was the power of Power and Glory, which was not that wasn't a long running tag team, but it was a cool team. I'm trying to think, was that their only Power and Glory? Their only WrestleMania was 7, I think. But I found a good creation in that tag team. Powerbomb coming up. Delayed powerbomb. Yeah, yellow and green. That was the colors he used. Billy Jack. Belly suplex. 2. You got him? Yeah, he did. Hercules beats Billy Jack. Well, that settles the feud. They had a draw at WrestleMania, so Hercules ends up winning. So this is episode 24 of the Golden Era series, and 25 coming soon.